Hi, moms. I just want to take a second and talk about the concept of timing because I believe that a lot of events, tasks related to kids get put on standardized schedules. And I understand why we put things on standardized schedules. It just makes things more convenient, it makes things easier, it makes things more predictable, and our human nature tends to find comfort in that, especially for adults. So adults create standardized schedules for kids. But this is why I want to talk about timing, because moms, it has to do with your instinct. And I comment about the general movement of standardization because around timing, because often it doesn't match up with what you think or what you're noticing your instinct is with regards to timing for a kid. So let me give you two examples. I read something that talks about, when kids are supposed to write, like writing, how they're writing, like a crayon or with a pencil. And I remember reading this thing that was so beautiful, and it said, quit getting nuts, basically, about when kids are supposed to be writing, because it is far more important that a child can squeeze, pull, push, manipulate, twist, crumple, stretch. These are tasks that we want children to be able to do well, with mastery, with their hands, before writing. Because then when they get to writing, they're going to be more successful because they've done these other things. And I comment about this because sometimes we get so obsessed about our kid who is exactly 3 years, 6 months, 2 days, and 8 hours old, and according to that schedule, they're supposed to be able to write the letter P. And I guess I would just say that maybe, but let's make sure that you trust a kid's timing and can protect pulling them away from tasks to be measured, to be sure they've done all these other really important things, so when they go to task, to take the test, to write the letter P, they're much more likely to be able to do it. Who cares if they do it a week later, or 2 months later, or 6 months later? Because then when they go to write the letter P, they're ready for it, they can do it, and now they enjoy writing, or at least they don't hate it or think they're bad at it for the next 14 years of their school life. Just trust timing. Oftentimes, your kid in one area or another is not going to fit the standardized schedule for academics, for developmental stuff. If you're worried about it, ask your peers, ask a professional that you trust. But I comment about how important timing is. Here's another thing. Culturally, Western culture, Howley white girl Western culture, tends to think forward progress is everything. And guess what? It's not. Forward progress is not everything. Holding back, retreating, even moving backwards to do something longer, to get better at something, to get more excellent, to go from 85% proficient to 98% proficient, to hold around a certain skill set on purpose to spend longer there before moving forward is as important in the process of moving forward and is required, because we are not widgets, we are not raising robots, and perfect linear increased success at everything is just not how people work. I know you know that, moms. I want to comment on it with regards to how you are listening to your kid, how you are witnessing, and how you have that sense in you about timing, and to trust it. And to know that if it doesn't match up with what all the kids in the neighborhood are doing or what the standardized schedule is, don't panic right away. Trust yourself. Listen to your kid. Watch what's going on. Know that holding back some and trusting the timing that you know for your kid, often, I see it all the time, allows for excellence later on, rather than not doing it well, not feeling good about it, no longer even enjoying that task, whether it's writing or swimming or whatever it is. So trust the importance of holding back, even going backwards before moving forwards. Play with your timing, parents. Mothers, you have it in you. Your kids do too. Their timing, ideally in nature, even shows up when they show up on earth. So don't think that now that they're out of your belly, that their own innate sense of timing doesn't apply. Keep paying attention to it. Carry on, moms.